All right. Well, fuck, man. It's been too long. What's up? What's going on, dudes? Yo, Az, what's up? My old stream setup. Yeah. Oh, and Shadow, what's going on? How we doing? I'm so tired. It's all good though. Like Flop returns. Yeah. Flop comes back. I'm sure nothing happened while I was gone. I'm sure nothing bad happened. I'm sure no one got dapped. I'm sure no one, was in any trouble. I'm sure all is fine and no one broke any of our SOPs. And I'm sure Flop is going to walk back to a perfectly good functioning working PD. So it'll be fine. I'm sure nothing bad actually happened while I've been gone. Now, this dude sleeps 50% of the time I'm there. I'm tired. Dude. Trying to get me back to a normal schedule is impossible. What do you mean? How'd your drive go? Did you drive home okay? Oh, man. It's good to see everybody. It's good to be back. I hope everyone's doing well. Bro, I'm not even on fucking duty. I'm not even on. Who the fuck is this? I'm gonna shit. Who is this? Okay, I'm about to overhaul. Flop, I need to speak to you. Mad. Who do we think this is? Who do we think? I don't know. Yo, Anonym, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the 14 months. Welcome back. I appreciate you. Do I want to deal with this right now? You know what? Let's just figure it out.
Flop, I can't believe you've done this. Flop.
I was on LOA for 3 fucking days.
I'm
not even on duty. And I've been laying. I'm walking to work right now. I just rolled out of bed 5 minutes ago, and you're already down my throat. What? Hi, Hayes. Hello.
Hi, Flop. How are you?
I could already tell you. It's going to be a good day, apparently.
Why wouldn't it be a good day?
Because I'm one of 6 seniors. That's why it's not a good day.
It's like that time you were a sergeant and then you kept saying, Hayes, I don't know why they made me a sergeant. Round 2, dog. Round 2.
What's going on?
I just need to talk to you about the hiring stuff for shift 3 for dispatched, and that's it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm walking to work right now. I should be there in, give me like 5 minutes, and I should be walking through the door and we can talk then.
Yeah, have your breather and start your day. I was just angrily texting because that's always the way I get a response from you.
Sometimes I don't get like the caller ID working, so I'll check my text and I'm like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, why are they mad at me already? I should just know.
You should just know it's me. I do angry faces a certain way. No one else does them that way. They always go the other way. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, I'll see you in 5.
All right, see you in 5.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Perfect. Already starting off the day with a shit show. Now, the other question is, do we think Flop's going to get kidnapped on his way to work? High probability, maybe. I don't know if we have a car up at the house. I figured it made more sense for Flop to wake up at the apartments today. I think part of our goal is we need to get Flop. We need to get, actually, fuck. Okay, Ziggy actually sent the money. Okay. Or did he? Maybe he did. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's good to see you all. Appreciate you. Make sure we get some hearts in chat, please, for the resub. I would appreciate it. Did you get the bread and milk? I found cigarettes. Also, ads. I saw your text. Probably not today. I'll bring it up probably tomorrow, but not today. I think my next plan of action, my next course of action in my life is I'm hoping by I gotta do two things. I gotta go to the doctor about something. Snow, I saw your message. I saw it twice now. I don't want to know what anyone has said about Flop. I don't care. It's meta. I don't want to know. I'll find out in character. But yeah, I think next course of action in my life is probably to start getting back to the gym, which will be kind of a interesting transition, but yeah. I don't know, man. Fuck. Let's just get Flop to work. How have people been? How was your weekend? How was your shitty Super Bowl? Honestly, I think every Super Bowl should just have SpongeBob and Patrick. I don't think we should ever have another Super Bowl where two teams that no one cares about are winning the Super Bowl. Where it's with Romo or anyone. I think we should just stick it to SpongeBob and Patrick. I gotta get back on a grind. I gotta figure it out. But anyway, fuck it. Let's just get to work so we can fucking figure out what the hell's going on. It's gonna be an insane one. We gotta go get my gear and everything. Your explaining the rules was good, and I just everything was good. Everything was good. Super Bowl was fun. Hanging out with ads was obviously a great time. It was all good. I need a time away. I'm really trying not to burn out because this is a lot, and especially where Flop is right now. Unfortunately, everyone's dependent on Flop as a character, and I want to make sure that I am giving myself the time that I need to actually enjoy what I'm doing. Otherwise, it becomes a job, and I don't want that. So I'm trying to manage it in a good level, and I think it's healthy to take a little bit of time away. So otherwise I'm just gonna leave for a fucking month and you guys aren't gonna know why, and I'm gonna tell you now, if I leave for a month it's probably because it became too much. What's up, Dio? What's up, Winner? How we doing, dudes? It was a good game, to be honest. I beg to differ. I don't know. I didn't care about it, to be honest. I didn't give a flying fuck about either team, and in football terms, I just didn't care. It was a game. We saw OT. I like your flannel. Nice. Ignored. I love that. We'd still be here if you did. I don't think so. I think if any streamer takes months away at a time, that doesn't work. I don't know. If only majority of Twitch felt the same way. Why the fuck is Harry Potter going through a business sale? Okay. I was only there for the commercials and for the SpongeBob cast. Can we talk about how the commercials fucking suck? I don't know. The commercials are not good anymore for the Super Bowl. I didn't enjoy them. I thought most of them were kind of shit. The Christopher Walken one had me laughing. I would argue most of the Super Bowl, most of the Super Bowl ads. Oh, this is open. That's bad. Who's keeping these fuckers open, man? Oh, we got grates now on the PD doors. Okay. Interesting. Bulletproof glass, question mark? I don't know. There are like 4 good ones and the 2 movie trailers. Yeah, Deadpool and what was the other one? I forgot. It was Deadpool and the other one. I don't know. I wasn't like super crazy about most of the Super Bowl. I'm being blunt. Like it was good. There's a hanging out with like friends and bullshit, and like that was all fine. But the actual like Super Bowl, I just didn't care, and I was hoping that it would be made up for. I will admit the halftime show was possibly one of the most disappointing things until Lil Jon came through. John came through and we just made it a thing. I'll be honest though, I don't think anything will top the Snoop Dogg and I forget who else was there a couple years ago. That Super Bowl was good. That one was good. I could get behind that one again. Honestly, if they just redid that one, I think everybody would be happy. I thought the Super Bowl halftime show. I feel like Super Bowl halftime shows just have gotten worse over the years. It's turned into a how could we disappoint everybody at once? Which one was last year's? I don't remember. I don't remember.
Like at home.
I live in a black square.
Flop, we
Just
gotta
a
talk.
constant void.
What
Yeah.
flop? What do you mean the constant?
We got
Hello.
a lot to talk
It's
about.
just a
I'm gonna.
black
I need time.
Like a
I just
blanket
gotta. I need
pushing
time.
it all the
I'm
way.
not. I'm not functioning right now.
Tell me.
give me
no,
like
no,
10
no, no.
minutes.
I'm just yeah. When you're ready, come talk to me because we
No.
got a lot to talk
No, I
about.
can't
Yeah,
do
you
it.
take 3 days away, and all of a sudden, I already know that my day is about to be spent in here,
I can't do it.
being bent over and shafted, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, sounds good.
It's fine.
We also don't have to wear the vests anymore.
Oh, thank God. All right.
Are you interested in applying to
Okay. Holy fuck. Rihanna. Oh, yeah, Rihanna wasn't good. I'm also not a Rihanna fan, to be honest. But where's my playlist? All right. Let's see what we got going on. Who's all on duty? Oh, that is okay. That's not what I wanted. How do I move to the? How do I move out of SCU? LSPD. How do I? Oh, hold on. I bet you. Department updated. Hold on.
Yeah, I had people say, "Hey, Slacks, can I bribe you to hire me?" And he said no. So he doesn't want money. No, I don't think so.
I bet you. Yep, that fixed it. Okay. All right, cool. So, department change blip back to LSPD. Wow, I could almost predict that. That's crazy. Department blip LSPD instead of SCU. Good. Commercial traffic weight limits. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. I'll read that at some point soon. All right, nice. I'm just trying to get myself back in order here because I know that this is about to be a lot. So I have a feeling since Kit wants to talk, they're going to let's see. NoPixel. I believe Kit wants to talk about DOJ stuff, which I haven't. I walked away from my computer. When I tell you I did not look at a fucking thing, dude. Taking like a couple days away has been very nice. Let's see what going on the docket. Adam Nielsen, AJ Murphy Braun new. So what we got going on? The 12th. So I'm caught up to available anytime for this. Just following up. Xavier entering into the defendant Murphy Braun, unable to continue. Knuckles entering as paralegally to Monroe. That is crazy. The defense respectively moves an order compelling production evidence, specifically in the interrogation John Paul law enforcement, which I was permitted to observe. The witness provided a statement that maternally exonerates the defendant. This statement is crucial for the defendant's case. It is necessary for ensuring a fair trial. The interaction was recorded, and we asked the recording to be put into evidence. What evidence? What new evidence has been brought forward? I'm so confused. Okay. I don't know. I don't really know. They're going for the appeal. Honestly, at this point, I don't really care if they get the appeal. And what I mean by that is I don't care if they get it approved for Murphy Braun. I just don't see it happening. I'm very interested to know what recording was put up. All right. I'm fucking over this music playlist already. Please, God, give me a song, dude. It's about to be chill hop to start off my day. Let's catch up with shit. So, some backend stuff that maybe you guys don't know about is while I was off the server, I did updates to the wildlife conservation document. I added in a whole statement here regarding the changes that have been brought forward and what we need for wildlife stuff. Cornwood and Flop have been in talks about stuff, and I think it'll be good. I think we're gonna have a lot of good stuff to look forward to. I don't want to spoil too much of it. I don't know how much S fans brought it up with his community, but I don't want to bring up too much from my end either. I kind of want to just let it happen naturally. But Cornwood and Flop have been in talks. Is all I'm gonna say. So we've been kind of brewing up as best we can. I'd rather keep it for the enjoyment factor of letting it just happen in character, but and letting the interactions just kind of come as they come. Vegemite, sesame bagels, that is a fucking crime. I don't throw those in the garbage. That's not a return. That's not a celebration. All right. Let's go talk to Hayes. Let's just jump right into it. Hold on. Dispatch 125 1041. Dad's home from getting cigarettes. 10-7 MRPD off radio. This is gonna go over really well.
A little bit. It's definitely sadder than it was when I walked in.
It is 100%. I think they're real.
Ugh. What else do we need? I need a new... Boom. All right. New watch.
I'm just tired. I gotta go deal with
A list of
stuff
questions if you
now.
want, but it's mostly, what is your prior experience?
What's up,
Are you capable of operating
I
on your
gotta go talk to
own?
Flop about
Can
some
you take Flop circling
investigations.
around you like he's a planet or a moon and you're a planet? And
This
or
guy here is running around.
is a meteor and just
Wait.
circling around multiple
Go
planets?
do what you gotta do.
All right.
And then
I call this a figure eight.
Regarding
That
shift
is a
two
figure eight.
interviews,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to be there for interviews?
All right,
like,
Flop.
whenever I do them.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
gonna
be there if
move
you want.
my move my car into the motor pool.
Is
in the back.
alcohol permitted?
I'm
I
probably
don't
go to
care.
sleep for a bit, all right?
All
I'm
right, it's
always
good
down
to
to
see
have
you. I
the-
love
I
you.
love you.
I'm gonna
Anxious.
I'm
about
gonna go move my
that.
car in the motor pool.
Flop.
Ah, what? Ooh,
Flop.
what? Ooh, what? Hello.
Are you okay?
No.
Do you need a
Yeah, you
hug?
don't look.
No.
You don't look okay.
Do you want a hug?
See, we've legalized jaywalking. When do we get to legalize on-duty drinking and cocaine?
Pat, 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 pat,
No,
pat,
no,
pat.
no.
They'll be okay.
So what was your question about shift 3?
Where's the hiring at?
I spoke. Okay, you want the blunt answer? I interviewed Dark, and I was told that my interview was too biased. So Dark's got to come back for a third interview, and I have told the captains that at this point, dispatch is going nowhere until we actually get the step to hire somebody. And I told them that there's only one person who's applied for shift 3. So biased or not, you either have dispatch or you don't.
Well, there's more than
Flop,
one
I'm
person.
gonna be in
There's
just-
more.
the break room. I'm
Okay.
just gonna think about something for a minute.
It's
Okay.
more along lines of Dark has experience with building a department, so he'll be able to operate on his own.
That's why we're rooting for him.
Well, that's what I've explained, is that Dark wants to build it and wants to train it and wants it to be a department. He wants to work the department.
Mhm.
But I was also informed in the same sentence that, yeah. So to answer your question, there is no hiring right now. And unless Turner's done something in the last 3 days, I have pitched it as far as I could throw it. And apparently, instead of it going anywhere downfield, it hit a brick wall and hit me back in the face.
Cool. All right.
I'm trying.
You want me to see if I can talk with Turner?
You talking to Turner won't change anything.
I know.
That we're doing this in front of someone that I don't-
Yeah,
You know it's okay.
Hello? Hello, chat? Oh, okay. All right. I think my life's over. We're not even fucking. We're never getting out of this PD, man. It's all over. Everyone's gotta run it back. It's just gonna be a lot. Oh man. It's all coming down. Well, that's why you don't roll 100,000. I don't care. You think that stopped me before? I'll do it again just to prove a point. This is what happens when you miss so many days in a row and everybody wants to talk to you. Yeah. I see Emma's already found something. My camera's not on right now, but I am working on something. That will do nothing right now. I'll just let you know. But that is going to be a thing at some point.
The captain's #1 priority is not going to never going to be dispatch. It's going to be PD. And if
be separate or it needs to remain underneath the umbrella of the LSPD. But there's one person who is in charge of it that communicates with High Command, that does all the shit to make it work.
Because it ain't working now, dog. Shift 1, I
ain't
can't
working
get
now.
shit moving. Shift 2,
I had a
things are
terrible
going
migraine.
slightly-
Are all the problems gone?
no, they're still there.
No,
You're gonna have another
they're still
migraine.
here.
What do you mean?
They're still gonna be here, Flop.
I was gone 72 hours. What do you mean? They're not all resolved. They're not all fixed.
I go away for 72 hours all the time, and they're never resolved. I've been dealing with these problems for
Inaction.
a month.
Listen,
Since
I'm trying.
I've had my interview for PD. I've been dealing with the same issue for dispatch, and that's just to get people hired. It's just that. It's just I want to hire people, and that's it. And no one trusts dispatch to be able to fucking vet people. So they want to do 3 fucking interviews for dispatch.
We need to talk to the captain.
This is getting ridiculous. The amount of hoops that dispatch has to go through to get people hired is fucking ridiculous.
All I'm gonna mention is that when I mentioned this, Turner's exact words, because I had slacks there, and I told them the blunt answer about, you know, the reality with dispatch and where it's at right now. They said that we need to figure out where we kind of see dispatch going. And I said, well, right now it's going nowhere, and it plans to go nowhere until you guys make a decision. Was the exact words I said to both of them.
It exactly. It can't go anywhere right now.
I mean,
I'm about to start pulling my hair out and throwing it at them.
I'm not going to make any false promises, but let me take some time to talk with Turner again to hopefully
Because, like,
reel it back
the
into
thing
him.
is, Leah and I interviewed Dark. While, yes, you are a bias, you have 2 other people that are doing the job every day. Until Leah got poached.
Turner.
Leah
Yeah.
is in a different job now. Like,
Yeah.
this is how long this is taking, that people are moving on with their professions. So dispatch is never growing.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's going to continue to dwindle and not have the support it needs, because we can't even support ourselves.
Well, I'll keep it blunt with you. That's not just a dispatch problem. That is also a PD problem too. We have not actually properly grown either. You would think we grew because academies, and then people don't come around, and they go on these long-winded LOAs, and we don't actually have a number growth in PD currently. So to be fair, I feel it, and this is something I've tried to explain already to all the captains, and I actually made a command report about it to hopefully let all the captains see it. And in that command report also entailed all the feelings that I had regarding why dispatch hasn't gone anywhere. And I said that, you know, it's counterintuitive, and without dispatch we're unorganized, and it's yep.
I have wrote guides for dispatch with Leah. I have wrote the roster for dispatch. I have wrote the new format, the form for dispatch, because the MDT kept removing people from the dispatch interest form, so we didn't know how many people we actually had. Like, I am trying really hard to get dispatch to be a thing, and I'm only being held back by the captains.
Yeah, that
I'm
sounds
gonna be
I
honest.
can easily
That
hire
is-
a bunch of people.
That is the UPD theme at the moment. Don't take that personally. That is actually the theme going on currently with most things in the PD. So
That's not a good
Like
thing.
I feel
it's not.
I feel right now for at least shift 2. I'm pretty sure I could bring in okay, never mind. I couldn't bring in people. Another issue is that a lot of people who want to become dispatch have, you know, interest in PD or application with PD. And these people who would be astronomical to, you know, getting this department off the ground, to getting it into a direction that, you know, the captains so much want to see. The captains won't hire them because they want to become PD eventually. So we're stuck at a
Which,
crossroads.
hello.
We can't do anything.
They've already put in the entire understanding that you can use this as a stepping stone, because Lele and Anita got hired from reception into PD.
Yeah.
And Lele had the ability to hire people for all departments, or all shifts.
Mhm.
And they poached her. Like, my first day, I was training with Anita. My second day, I was training someone else that got hired on, which was Leah. My third day, they were then gone.
We just need one person who can do this shit, and I feel like we're going in circles.
Yep.
You
And
are,
I'm
and so are we. And
not-
everybody has come to me and has told me the same thing. Oh, this is not good for the PD. I've already expressed my concerns at this point. If you tell somebody a pan is hot and they proceed to press their hand on it and they burn themselves, I can't help them. And I've explained to the captains that this is a endless cycle until it gets organized. And we burnt our hand about 7 times since. So at this point, I will bring it up again.
I mean, I can also be there to express the frustrations in a respectful manner.
I'm past respectful manner. It's just gonna be a listen.
Yeah, but I want to be PD, so I'm biting my tongue very much so I don't repeat a time where I was talking to.
Let me cook. Because I don't
yeah,
mind.
but you cook for it in shift 3. I need someone to help for shift 1 and 2 is fine because Slacks is good to.
Nope.
What?
I have had the same conversation with Ruth as I've had with Slacks as I've had with Turner. This is not a exclusively shift 3 thing. I have made.
No, it's an entire PD thing.
I have made this point to everybody.
But like, I don't like wasting my time. I'm not a time waster. I'm a person that gets things done, and I can get things done if I am trusted. Even without being trusted, I got more shit done. And now I'm being held back, and I don't like being held back, so it's either this gets sorted or dispatch is going to become 0. There's not going to be a single person that works here.
It'll happen. Just I don't want to say give it time.
Yeah, but the thing
I need to take this phone call.
Okay.
I need to take this phone call. Give me a second. Hello.
I'd like to make a formal report on the entire PD.
What do you got, Forte?
I just bravoed and no one gave a fuck. Like a singular fuck.
Did anyone respond?
No, EMS responded. And that was it.
Okay. I'm not gonna make a point to everybody, but if we have another Bravo,
It should just be a blanket. It should just be a blanket statement. Like I bravoed. Nobody even blinked an eye. Nobody even. Oh wait, you're right there. Are you right there? I see you. Oh my god.
Hello.
And no one gave a fuck.
Oh god. I gotta have a conversation with somebody. I just came back after a 72-hour LOA. I'm getting.
You want to ride with me, Daddy?
Let me have this conversation with Kit. This might take an hour plus. Just gonna warn you.
Oh,
So.
I'm gonna castrate my dick.
Don't castrate your dick.
I'm not too busted about the Bravo. I really don't give a shit, but I don't want that to be happening to other people.
I will keep an eye out on it, and if it happens again, I will make sure I get people over. So.
Amen. I just want to make you aware.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Exit with the 2 years. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for all of your support. It means the world. And Dino with the 2-month resub. Thank you. I raised you a 2-month. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Time to swallow the horse pill. What do we got? That bad.
You might want to take a seat.
No.
Jean-Paul confessed to planting a gun on Murphy Braun.
Under Miranda?
Apparently Slacks recorded it. Not provided the recording yet. However, it appears that everything that he stated was information that was on the docket, that was, you know, testified to during the trial. So even though Slacks said that he does believe him, he thinks it's legitimate, I guess technically it could be argued that this is public knowledge.
Which part are they stating and claiming is public knowledge?
He said that my entire investigation, He said it was all real. It all happened. Delver, the kidnapping, that he did that. So what I want to do is I want us to contact JP. I want him to come in here. I think we should question him. Should be us questioning him. Slacks did say that he didn't want to do it. He wanted one of us to do it, but we weren't around and it needed to happen. So he proceeded with it. But I think we need to get him in here, and I think we need to try to see if he can provide Murphy's phone. If he can provide Murphy's phone, that in my mind is concrete evidence that he did do it. But here's the issue, Flop. It's past the statute of
I was gonna say, what about
limitations.
statute? Literally was the first thing that came to my mind.
I think we go to the DOJ, and I think we see if we can still press charges because he confessed. It's not like we investigated this. He confessed to it. And I think that we need to, if anything, we need to use this to create a clause within the statute of limitations that if somebody confesses after the statute of limitations is up, they can still be charged.
Do we think that that clause would stick? I feel like the argument the DOJ is going to make is that that's not a clause.
It's good.
How-
What's going on here?
Don't worry about it. I'm
Sorry,
about
Maple, we're
about to start drinking, Maple. That's all.
What do you mean you're about to start drinking?
Just
we're in the middle of something, Maple.
Okay, sorry. I'll leave you guys.
But I mean, but what I'm worried about is, okay, everybody was talking about the Murphy Braun. You know
Wow,
how
thank
they
you for the
kept
22.
saying,
Thank you, thank
this
you.
sets a precedence. It sets a precedence, and it didn't set one. It was just that his defense team fumbled and he lost the case, right?
You know what really bothers me about this whole thing?
Hmm.
Siobhan's explanation on the docket means that her explanation was accurate to what actually happened.
She did recuse herself right before this happened.
Oh, wow. Would you look at that? Who could have ever guessed that to be the fucking case?
Oh my god. You okay?
We're in the
Yeah,
middle
we're
of
in
a
the we're in the middle of something.
Okay, I need some help with a warrant. Somebody has time.
I can't approve him if that's what you're asking.
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask it. Do I need to go through chain of command for that, or do I go directly to Slack?
No, you don't even go to Slacks. You just post the warrant and he'll review it.
Check it out for
Okay.
Warren. It'll come up red, and a captain will review it and approve it if they accept it.
Okay, that was my question.
You need to make
'cause-
sure that you have each charge and bullet
it's in
points
there.
and the PC for each charge.
Yeah, I have it in there. Good. You know, I just wanted to know because the thing that's gonna make it pop off is when I go and place warrant for arrest on the criminals.
Just
come,
swap
right?
okay.
Yeah, and then it'll go up for review.
Define
for a
okay.
captain to approve it.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna leave you in a second. I just want to do this. Okay, thank you. Bye.
The point that I'm making though is that Siobhan's explanation is that, you know, this is precedent setting, which I don't know how. I feel like the assumption on it being precedent setting is a lot, and for John Paul to admit to this,
What John Paul is doing is precedent setting.
yes,
Because I feel that now people can do stupid shit like this
stay quiet and then
for 30 days and then everybody gets off scotch-free.
is there a judge around?
No idea.
We should try and get in touch with Bailey and have a meeting with him about this. because he's conflicted out of taking the appeal case. And since he's already presided over the original evidence, I think that he'd be a good person for a foot in the door to at least get this kind of kicked off and started. And it's not even that he's a bias case, because I don't think he is. I think for him to understand the severity of the situation adds a lot of weight to what's to come. My only concern is that the DOJ is going to ask us to go through city council for a statute approval on our constitution. And not that I don't have trust in our city council, but
they're not gonna approve it.
I don't think they would. And that's my concern, is that they wouldn't approve it. The other concern that I have is that if we have to go through Nakota, that process could take months before we hear anything back. And I promise you that one will get swept out underneath the rug. I think our best course of action is to talk to Bailey, as we know he can't retake this case, and explain to him that he understands the evidence and people are waiting till the 31st day to admit to shit. While I don't think we'll be able to charge John Paul, if we actually have the evidence too, I think it'd be an interesting situation. I don't think based on the way our statute's written, we'd be able to, unless we treat it as new evidence.
I think it is new evidence. I think at the end of the day, this still has to go back to court.
I'll be honest, if John Paul admits to it, if Hall thinks we can fight it, that's one thing. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe this is a really bad, and I don't know.
You don't think that this is still for a judge to decide?
This isn't about a judge to decide. This is still, this is up to Crane. They only want Crane for this.
Crane is yet to respond.
That's where I'm at with it. It's not that I don't want this to go back in front of a judge. It's just I wish this would just move past, but it feels like it's constantly just being buried. And what I don't like is that now we're stuck with this information. I think we do have to bring John Paul in. I think we have to talk to him. I don't think we can charge him yet, but I think we need to get record as to when he admits this. This way we can start a statute on that.
I don't know. It's such a mess.
I think what we need to do is we need to talk to John Paul.
Do you want to call him? See if he's around.
I don't even think I have his number.
I have his number.
I mean, well, let's break this down. The original incident is already on the docket. I think we're safe to question him about anything that's in that report. I think we need to just ask him, how did he do it? How did he plan it? Prove the premeditation. And go from there, right?
Yeah. Texted you his number.
So what happened with John Paul and Slacks that he admitted to this?
Slack said that there was some kind of emergency appeal or something. I don't remember exactly what the word he used was. And he was called off a chase and summoned down to the courthouse. That's when Monroe told him that he had somebody who was going to confess to planting the gun on Murphy Braun, and that is when Jean Paul came in and I guess confessed.
Why would they confess though? Like what's the point of confessing to that?
Said something about like feeling bad or something. I don't know.
Okay, so let's break it down. He planted the gun on Murphy Braun, right?
Mm-hmm.
He committed the terrible act for Oh God, this ties into the fucking other case though. Oh.
The murder case.
No, not even. Oh. I think we need to talk to Slacks about not only the murder case. What was the other case what case did Murphy Braun preside over?
It was Jean-Paul possession of government weapon.
Hold on. Hold on.
So didn't this happen the day after or something? Like Jean-Paul gets found guilty, and then like it was within like a couple days Murphy Braun got apparently kidnapped and that gun planted on him.
I don't think we have it for this. I was just curious. Based on the way treason was written, we are very close to treason.
That's what
we are so close to treason.
What's his face? Maple said all along that it was in retaliation, remember?
No, that's what he said. That is what he said. I'm trying to think of the best course of action we have on this. This is bad. Oh no, dude, this is a rough one. Is there a recording of this somewhere? Slacks, make a report.
Apparently there's a recording. He hasn't done anything with it yet.
116 status check.
Have we had a chance to speak to Oliver Hall?
Yeah, I talked to Oliver a bit earlier.
What's his feelings toward this?
He thinks that we need to subpoena Jean-Paul and put out a search warrant for Jean-Paul's properties. I said, good luck doing that after the statute of limitations is up.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's because I agree, but that's not gonna be possible. Not with current statute. That's so. Oh my god.
The best that we can do is ask Jean-Paul for if he has the phone. And if you remember, Flop, even though, like, yeah, we can do our due diligence and request the phone records, but Murphy's phone records came back inconclusive. So
yeah,
I don't think we'll find anything for Jean-Paul's. I mean, we can still go through the paperwork of it, but again, I don't even think it would get approved, to be honest.
No, I don't even think it's worth going through. I think we are, for lack of a better term, I think we're sort of bottlenecked because of statute. Here's my claim. Here's my claim. And you could tell me otherwise. The new evidence that's been...
We can't just... Okay, go on, sorry.
No. The new evidence that's been brought forward, they're using as evidence to appeal on the docket, right? The argument that we need to make...
I think that they are expecting us just to drop the charges. Like... But I don't think it works that way. It still has to go to a judge. The judge has to remove the charges. We can't just be like, LOL, okay, no more charges. Like, he was still found guilty for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's why I'm saying it has to go back to court, and a judge has to basically acquit him of the charges.
as much as I want to drop the charges and say, fuck it, the reality of the situation is that if they're going to use this as their form of an appeal, not only one, did they find the evidence after the opening of the appeal, and I as far as I know, I mean, granted, I'm not familiar with appeals. I believe
I'm
I think they followed a poor system. I don't know what the
I'm gonna be honest with you, Flop. Okay, this is gonna sound really bad,
Mhm.
but bear with me.
can't be as bad as what I'm about to say. Go ahead.
If the statute of limitations prevents somebody from being charged, why would then it allow somebody to be acquitted of their charges? Shouldn't it kind of go both ways?
Did we just find a really bad hole in our DOJ?
I think I just found the worst possible hole.
I need to read our Constitution. Give me a second.
Because but doesn't that make sense what I just said? Unfortunately.
Well, so I was gonna say the same thing, but backwards. Their new quote unquote evidence that they have to propose to find Murphy Braun innocent means
It's past the statute of limitations. I don't think it can actually apply. It's Murphy might be SOL regardless.
well, here's where things get like dicey, and this is what I was gonna say, because what you're saying is what I thought, but the other way around. If they're using this as evidence to propose the innocence of somebody, then on the same token, we should also be allowed to use that evidence to charge somebody else, theoretically. If they're gonna use it to prove innocence, we should be able to use that to pursue further charges. If we were to drop the charges on Braun, then theoretically the only way that this would work is to press it on John Paul. But I think based on the way our statute's written, I don't think that even makes fucking sense. If you kind of get where I'm going, this is a shit show.
I think if the statute of limitations is the statute of limitations, unfortunately, like, even though we know he's innocent, it's too late.
I think they might be fucked. Persons, law enforcement or civilian, have 30 days from the time a crime or crimes are committed to press charges upon a citizen with probable cause and evidence. In bold, no case is to be accepted outside of this statute. I don't even think this evidence coming forward is going to save Braun. He's not being tried as a judge. He's being tried as a civilian at this point. Yo,
Yeah, because it's going into
thank you so much for the
appeal,
raid.
can it still be
I
technically
appreciate you.
entered?
Welcome,
I mean,
everybody. Hello.
It's outside the scope. The appeal is for the case itself. Can you even add in additional evidence after the fact?
This is where I don't know.
This is not a new case. This is an appeal of an existing case.
I guess the question here's the problem that they're gonna argue. Oh wait, appeals. Hold on. Okay, this is actually an important point. Let me read this out loud. Give me a second. Miss Bombastic, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. We're going over the Murphy Braun appeal right now. He was found guilty for being in possession of a PD firearm. John Paul came forward and admitted to having the gun.
What is the statute of limitations on appeals? Because we've been waiting a while now.
Yeah. So, appeals. Every citizen has the right to appeal charges placed upon them unless a judicial power dismissed or adjourned a case with prejudice. Citizens have 30 days to appeal charges from the day the charges were placed against them. Citizens have 15 days to appeal cases dismissed or adjourned without prejudice by a judicial power. Citizens may only appeal once. Only two... What the fuck is that? Oh, boy. Only two chances for judicial... Holy shit, I can't talk. consideration regarding any case is available to citizens. So this is the problem that we fall into. The appeal time is up to the same time we have for the statute of limitations. The problem is that if they're going to use this information, granted,
they've already put in the appeal and it's past the 30 days and they didn't enter this into evidence before the 30-day mark. So I don't think they can enter it.
well, I think based on the way that this is written, they can. They have 30 days to appeal the charges.
From the day they were from the day they were charged. I was thinking the day that they wait, is it the day of yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, but the
Well,
problem,
then, yeah, then they can enter it. Then okay.
yeah, they can enter it. But the problem is we now this is where things get fucked up. Yeah, this is where things get real bad though. So they're allowed to enter it.
Should we just see if if Bailey can come talk to us?
Yeah, let me shoot an email, because here's where I'm at with this. They can submit the evidence, but does that mean that we are just not allowed to pursue further charges on the person that committed the crime? Because the statute is